We're back, tiny hands and all.
Yay.
Oh, speaking of tiny hands, I'm actually gonna need to get a new rubber grips for the my PS5 left joystick. It's starting to the rubber grip on the left joystick starting to tear.
Stop throwing your stuff.
I throw it backside down. The joysticks don't hit anything. The backs do. Interesting. So you're already using the latest operating systems, huh? Right. It's even equipped with a special developer mode. I assume that you're familiar with it, Elisa? I was fortunate enough to be trained in it, yeah. Could I borrow the manual? I bet I could spend all day soaking it in. Sure, here you go. Not wasting any time jumping in, huh? Well, the squires will have to return eventually, right? Hopefully I can help lighten the load a bit this way. Though I do plan to stay at your service a little while longer. Well, I'd love to help the crew out however I can too, so let me know if there's anything you need. Then again, I can't be sure how things might turn out at Brionia Island. Reen, I understand. I can only imagine what Crow's intentions may be. But I believe the conversation you're headed for will ultimately prove significant for you and Class 7. Yeah, that much is for sure. Elisa? Oh no, it's nothing. Try to take it easy, okay? We have to make sure you're rested before we meet with Crow. We do have a break room as well as a lounge down below. Just relax now. Feel free to go up on deck if you think it might help. By the way, Reen, I take it your copies of the Black Records have been lost? I'm afraid so. And after all the work you did decoding it for us, too. I'm sorry, Rosine. I don't know what to say. Well, given the circumstances, there's not a whole lot that could have been done. But you should know that Father Thomas brought all of the analysis data back from the holy city of Arteria. Whatever the Congregation for the Sacraments grants us permission to investigate, we will store in the reference room of the Merkaba. We'll be getting the rest in over time, in sequential order, of course. If you'd like to see the contents for yourself, feel free to visit the reference room. I see. That sounds great. Thank you. Just one more long list of things we owe you for, Rosine. That goes both ways, I can assure you. Okay, I guess we're going to the reference room. Is this going to be a reading episode? Probably. I don't want to be out on deck yet.
Reading episode?
What?
A reading episode?
No, reading. Not reading.
Yeah, I know.
Not reading. Not a whole lot of reading, just a whole lot of read.
No.
Shut up, Machias. What are you playing? Machias, are you doing some work for the Government Accountability Inspectorate? Yeah, I was hoping that I might obtain some intel at the same time. And maybe I'd hear from Stefan. Stefan, he was in the same chess club as you, wasn't he? I heard he's working on something for the Orbital Network with the Imperial Army. Indeed, but it's because of the nature of his job, he doesn't seem to have any external contacts. I was hoping I'd be able to contact him and that he'd be able to help us out in some way or another, but that probably can't be helped, considering his situation. Anyway, you've been working really hard. You should take a break. You're probably right. By the way, you play Palm Party, don't you? Yeah, it looks like it was added to my Arcus too at some point. That's perfect. I'll give you my account ID. Challenge me whenever you have some free time. You got it. Machias, you do not know what you have just unleashed. Machias.
Let's start the match.
Oh, this one. Boom. Ah, there we go. I don't have a place to put any greens. Uh-oh. I really don't have any place to put any greens now. This'll work.
I give up.
Ah, Marcus, you clown, you suck. Suck on that, Marcus. But, as always, games are best 2 of 3.
No.
Let's start the match.
So I'm giving him a chance for a salty run back. I don't have any good place to put yellows. What was the top of this one? Green? Let's have this one red. I'll put this here. I got a red here. Oh, that was a big one, Marcus. I will agree. Not today, Marcus.
I give up.
Yeah, I
Win.
didn't need to hit him with the cheese. I just hit him with the solid play. That's right. I am the one who brought about the end of the world. So I can play video games better than you. Alright, so is it just 1 through 3? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna read Black Records 1 through 3.
Okay.
The gods of creation, before Septian calendar, In the beginning, there were two great gods. One boasted unrivaled courage, the other unparalleled fortitude. They descended from the heavens with their kin, and it was upon the dark land below that they first met, Calamity. Their opposing natures incompatible. The two were drawn irresistibly into battle, and thus began a struggle that shook heaven and earth. The goddess and the spirit's laments were for naught, as the land quaked and the skies were torn asunder, and the gods' kin could only tremble in fear. After what seemed like an eternity, their clash came to an end, but it was an end of mutual defeat. Their power spent, the empty shells of the two celestial titans were flung into the furthest reaches of the dark land. All that remained in their wake were their kin, and the great power. The founding of Heimdall, year 81. In the years following the Great Collapse, Adjudicator Arnor chose Heimdall as his base of operations, from which he planned to rebuild the land of Erebos. Before long, the city became a pillar of the region, and following that, its capital. The citizens, however, continued to suffer in the harsh post-collapse world. They wished for a strong, caring leader to see them through these harsh times. It was in Arnor that their wish was granted. After being recognized as an adjudicator by both holy beasts, he was the clear choice. He was crowned as emperor and became the first of many rulers in the Arnor bloodline. Upon his coronation, members of the Septian Church were dispatched from Arteria to endorse the new ruler. The people of Zemuria had lost the objects of their worship in the Great Collapse. However, the Church provided them a new way of connecting with Aidios, faith. In addition, by recognizing the legitimacy of rulers across the continent, they strengthened the foundation of its recovering civilizations. In the year 81 of the Septian calendar, the third emperor, Sion Arnor, had a great cathedral built in Heimdall. The cathedral was to be a bastion of faith and would serve as the site to crown future emperors, but it also held a far more significant role. Unbeknownst to the public, an artificial primal ground was created below the cathedral, a replica of one that existed below Arteria. With the church's increased presence, the desperate times following the Great Collapse came to an end. The people had lost their civilization, but now had faith to sustain them in their search for the light in the Dark Ages. However, 200 years later, the darkness that gripped Erebonia would pull them back down to the depths of ruin. One of the holy beasts suddenly disappeared along with the primal ground below the cathedral. It was that same day that the Dark Dragon's miasma laid waste to Heimdall. The Dark Dragon, year 371. 200 years after Heimdall was first founded, ruin rose on monstrous wings from the depths of the earth. Its name was Zora Agruga, the Dark Dragon, a malevolent creature of terrible power. It spread a miasma throughout the capital that turned Heimdall into a city of the dead. But the horrors did not end there. The evil dragon desecrated the corpses of the fallen, taking control of their bodies and using them to attack those who remained alive, further increasing the legions of the dead. The emperor at the time, Astorius II, was forced to flee the city with what remained of his household and citizens. Together they retreated south and established a new capital in the land of St. Arc. For 100 years, the bane of Heimdall went unchallenged, until Hector I, the 7th Emperor of Erebonia, resolved to recapture the city. Time had proven an ally to the beast, however, and the dragon's influence had spread over the surrounding area like a plague. Undaunted, Hector I led an army of brave knights into the necropolis in an attempt to free it. But though their hearts were steadfast, their arrival was met by legions of powerful fiends, and their efforts seemed doomed to end in failure. It was then that Hector I had a fateful encounter with none other than the great Vermilion Knight, Testarossa. The knight recognized Hector I as its master, and bolstered by its immense power and countless weapons, the Emperor moved once again on the city, and to the decisive encounter with the Dark Dragon. The battle shook the city to its core and at the end, the Vermilion Knight was victorious. The Scourge of Heimdall, the Dark Dragon, was defeated. However, the price of victory was steep. The corrupted blood that flowed from the dragon claimed Hector's life and defiled even the knight itself, placing a curse upon it. The noble Testarossa became the Crimson Calamity, a demon with 1,000 weapons that only reacts to the blood of the Arnor family. A destructive force on par with the Dark Dragon that, should control of it ever be lost, would threaten the world and all who live in it. It was still deep underground, never intended again to see the light of day. Meanwhile, a new city rose from the ashes of the old, and people once again began to gather in Heimdall. And that was when the Vermilion capital that endures to this day was first built. Black Records! Got milk, Celine? What of it? I was feeling thirsty. And there we go. What are you sitting down like that for? Well, I was thinking about it, and I realized I hadn't thanked you properly. I'll pass. You never needed to in the first place, you know. Humor me then, just this once. Thank you, Celine. I mean it. You're always there for me when the going gets tough. And the fact that I've made it this far is, without a doubt, thanks to you. It's just a part of my mission is all. Hardly anything worth thanking. You're right, words alone aren't enough to describe how grateful I am to you, Celine. These times are sure to calm down at some point. So once they do, I hope you'll allow me to honor the honor of properly paying you back. Honestly, you're such a goody two-shoes, it hurts sometimes. Fine, but just know I won't be expecting much. Okay. Where is the training hall? It's a new model of an orbital computer. There doesn't seem to be any noteworthy information displayed on it. I don't really think we need to use this right now. Well, I guess we're going to be coming back to that later then. Makes sense. Medical office, break room, shower room. Training room. Fight me, Sarah. Don't fight yourself, fight me. Oh, Inspector Sarah, I didn't realize you were here. Yeah, I took a lap around the ship, and this spot seemed like a nice one. Can you believe that they even have a training room, though? I suppose the ship is exclusively set up for Dominion operations, after all. Yeah, it's crazy. The number of facilities here makes my head spin. Just goes to show you how much we really don't know about the Septian Church and the Foundation, huh? That aside, I'm thinking about working up a sweat here since we've got the opportunity. Might be a good idea for you to do the same. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that when I find some spare time. You have spare time now! Rin! Doing maintenance on your guns there, Fee? Sounds good. This is the engine room that's off limits? No, this is the exit. I could use this exit while we're in the air, but only at a great cost. Yeah, your life! Ah! Indeed. Alright, now we have two more ladies to speak to. Oh, Instructor Reen. Hello. Hey, didn't know you two were out here. This ship is something, huh? It is something, yes. It's quite impressive on a technical level, far more than your average airship. Now that I think about it, Lloyd and the others rode off on one of these things during all that Azure Tree stuff. I couldn't believe that crazy stunt they pulled back then, but seeing what these ships can do up close, I believe it now. The Merkava's mana engine is supplying Valimar with energy. Same goes for your Panzer Soldats. By linking up to the engine, they also receive a stable energy supply and are even automatically tracked. No matter how you look at it, this is definitely technology from the Epstein Foundation at use here. They're also developing a pseudo-optical camouflage field based on my observations. The Gralsrider might be just as technologically advanced as Ouroboros and the Gnomes. Yeah, that definitely seems to check out. I've got to say, Gaius and Rosine are just awesome-amazing, you know? Or what I mean is, we're real lucky to call them our friends. I'm so grateful for them, honestly. I couldn't agree more. You know, your ability to speak exactly from the heart never ceases to awesome-aze. Yeah, Tina. Alright, Allie, don't think I can't pick up on sarcasm. No, I meant that sincerely. If anything, there was only 0.1% sarcasm at most. Hey! Instructor Reen? I heard from Elisa and Eustace that you kicked everyone into gear with quite the intense pep talk. Not to mention you guys confronted Ash and Muse when they had gone astray, and cleared the path for them to rejoin Class 7. What you've accomplished is nothing short of awesome-azing. He should have said awesome-azing. But no, he just said amazing. I can tell just how hard you've been working. He should have said awesome-azing. Oh, no, come on. It's nothing special or anything. But it is. You led the charge for all of us while Instructor Reen was MIA. Kurt also had some generous words to say about you. Wait, really? Thank you, Yuna. You stepped up in a major way when I was at my weakest. I don't know just what we'll face when we reach the island, but you've inspired me to be the best instructor possible to you guys. I can't let my own student do a better job than me now, can I? Let's make it happen, Yuna, and you too, Altina. Of course. Alright then, count me in. She's getting blushy flush. Yuna? I had a lot of regrets when you were gone, Instructor. Why didn't I say anything earlier? I guess I just couldn't handle being honest with you about this. Ah, it's time? Thank you, from the bottom of my heart, Reen. Around 2 years ago, you saved me and my siblings' lives. Hey, we finally get the thank you we all so deserve. It was around that time you first came to Crossbell, as the Ashen Chevalier. You rescued a girl and some young kids that were thrown out of a civilian truck and abandoned, though you probably don't remember who they were. No, I remember it well, Yuna. A head of bright pink hair like yours isn't something you can just forget. I didn't pick up on it when we first met, but by the time classes had started, I had my suspicions. The way you shielded your siblings with your body after being thrown from the truck, it just solidified for me what length someone from the police academy was willing to go to. But why didn't you say anything earlier? All the time I spent worrying about this. This is the worst. I'm sorry, Yuna. I guess I should have known this would happen. To tell you the truth, what happened back there in Crossbell made a huge impact on me. Being able to help you guys in the midst of all that conflict put things into perspective in a way. It saved me. So maybe I should be the one thanking you. Damn it, Reen! I had no idea. Still, what do you have to thank me for? When I look at them, all I see is two close friends. One who has a crush on the other man. I suppose I am a little jealous. Oh, Altina, you're our friend too. Alright. To all passengers, we've set course for Brionia Island. Estimated arrival 30 minutes from now. The Skrulls Ritter battleship sure is fast. I wonder what awaits us on the island. Whole lot of crazy, I'm sure. You feel it too, right? The knowledge that our destiny is coming in hot. I'd be more than willing to stay by you until you're ready to go. I have to keep moving forward, no matter what future lies ahead of me. I don't want to worry my friends. Maybe I should go wash my face? Maybe I should go wash my mask. Phew. Ah, he washed his mask. Okay, good as new. Silver hair and red eyes, like I'm a vampire from some old legend. Yes. I guess the Nosferatu were victims of the Empire's curse too, in a way. Though when it comes to me as a sacrifice, they're almost cute in comparison. Oh, Elisa, did you need to use the bathroom? I'll be out in just a sec. Ah! Elisa? Sorry for doing that all of a sudden. It's just... Your hair. Your eyes. They aren't going back to normal, are they? No, probably not. You don't like it? I was thinking it looked kind of cool. You'll always be cool no matter how you look. Oh, Elisa. I still don't ship it with you. Also, Mishy's big dumb head blocking her face.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fucking fuck you, Mishy, and your big dumb head. You fucking goddamn it, Mishy, you and your big dumb head ruining the moment. It's like, Mishy loves you too, Reen. Mishy! You're an important person to all of us, more than anyone, especially to Mishy. I can't kiss you right now. I have my mask on. 6 feet apart. Sorry about that. I must be more tired than I thought. Hope that didn't seem too weird. I'll be heading down to the lounge now. I'd like to take a look through that ship manual Rosine gave me. Sure. Reen's like, man, I am fucking cool. She's acting a little weird. Though she obviously has a lot to deal with considering everything that's happening. Still, I can't help but worry sometimes, even with a close friend. Alright, guess I'll head to the bridge and then I should go speak to the Gaius. Not just Gaius, to the Gaius, I guess. Blah, 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 words. Alright, Reen, hop in that shower, but do not take your mask off.
This is nice.
This is nice. It's a shower. Doesn't seem like too much longer until Brionia Island, huh? Yes, the security level over the seas is about as relaxed as you'd expect. We do, however, need to think about where we'll be landing. The landing dock itself is too exposed to Ortis, and the Imperial Navy is starting to amass itself over Juno. I see. Can't we just do an airdrop? We should do an airdrop. The island's full of cliffs, so our options outside the landing dock are pretty severely limited. The sandy beach up on the northwest end is probably our best bet. I thought just the same. Oh, so you did. How long have you had that pulled up on screen? Then again, you did help us out on Brionia Island just a few months back, didn't you? You said an acquaintance of yours sent you there, so that means... you got me. I was dropped off from Father Thomas's Merkaba on our way home. Rosine and Elrond helped me out quite a bit back then as well. Though we couldn't really return until after the Derflinger had departed. We were at risk of being discovered by Ouroboros after all. So we had to pull out not too long after the drop-off, unfortunate as that was. I see, I can understand why. In any case, after that experience, that sandy beach should be no trouble at all. We have about 20 minutes until we arrive. You should prepare to land. Got it. I've already made my rounds. Maybe I'll just wait here at the bridge? Alright. We're gonna wait and chill. Chill and wait. Pulling into view of Brionia Island. Wow, look at that. I remember that silhouette quite well. Huh, so that's what it looks like from way up here. A nostalgic sight, to say the least. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years now, huh? Yes, this is where Group B conducted their field studies, correct? Yeah, back when Group A was over at the Nord Highlands. That was one doozy, no thanks to Laura and Fee over here. Those days are long past now, thankfully. What can I say? I was young back then. Fee, you're still young now. You're like 17. You still seem rather young to me, Fee. Now that you bring it up, I stopped by the island on my way to Nord too. Did you really? Feels like our days back in school, huh? Yeah, it really does. As discussed, we will be making a stealthy landing at the beach. Prepare to touch down, everyone. And touch down we shall. Alright, Rosine, we'll leave the Merkaba to you. If the Navy or the Air Force show up, pull out and get some distance between you. Very well. The Divine Knights and Panzer Soldats are ready to ship out any time. Don't hesitate to call on me. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll probably have to summon Valimar myself, though. Yes. It all depends on the result of this rivalry. Alright, it sounds like you all know what you're doing. Be careful out there. Right, we'd better get going. This is the first time I've been here. Do you guys know the way to the shrine? Yes, we only need to follow that path. Then just before we reach the waterfall, we head southwest. That'll lead us to the wharf where the shrine is. I think I remember the place you're talking about. Yeah, there was some kind of little altar around there. It wasn't a full-blown shrine, however. It must have appeared after the Civil War. Yeah, it's probably still there. I just hope Crow's waiting there for us. Right. We've got a real big group this time around, huh? How about we get going? Be careful, everybody. We're talking about something created by the gnomes and the witches over 1,000 years ago. Crow was there last time, so let's hope he's still there. To the Soul Shrine! What do you know? Reeton's Council of Ladies stands tall once more. Okay. And fine before we end, just for you.
Fishing spot located.
There! Got a bite. This is promising.
Oh, that's a whopper.
Yeah.
That's a baby whopper, though. I don't know.
That's fine.
I don't know if... Okay. Baby whopper.
Not bad at all.
Blue Marlin.
There! Got a bite. Nice.
Oh, 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 oh. Get over here, Blue Darling.
Not bad at all. There! Got a bite. Nice.
Big old crab.
I got it.
Caught me a big old crab.
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
Alright, that's enough of
I
that.
got it.
Alright, let me just check around the island, see what's what. Some pretty happening shit going on here. But we're going to deal with that next time. Until then, everybody.
Until then.